The Biden administration is reinitiating the wars over the infamous HHS mandate. For those of you who recall, as a result of the Affordable Care Act, or Obamacare, a number of regulations got issued by the Department of Health and Human Services that required various levels of employers to provide, as a mandatory part of their employer-based health insurance plans, abortifacient contraception and other services that different kinds of employers found morally objectionable. Catholic employers didn't want to provide contraceptives. Even non-Catholic pro-lifers didn't want to provide abortifacient contraceptives, etc. This resulted in various major court battles. The Hobby Lobby Supreme Court case, which basically said that the government can't compel closely held corporations like Hobby Lobby. So closely held corporation means a company that only has a couple of owners, not, a company that's publicly traded like, Amazon or, something like that. Hobby Lobby only has a couple of people who own all the shares. So President Biden wants to just wade back into these waters, in spite of the fact that we've got now a much more conservative Supreme Court. In a formal proposal to create a new regulation, the Biden administration is trying to strip away the rights of organizations to refuse to comply with the HHS mandate because they have a moral objection to abortion, contraceptions, or sterilization. And basically the idea is religious employers right now have various kinds of exceptions, and people can have exceptions for religious reasons. What the Biden administration's trying to target are non-religious employers who have a moral objection to these things, and trying to make the argument that moral objections are illegit, that they have less legitimacy than religious objections. Now, I think, to me, this seems kind of silly. I think that, you're giving people with a religious objection almost a leg up. It's almost like reverse religious discrimination. Like, there are pro-life, non-religious people, and there are also religious people who run non-religiously affiliated businesses. Okay, Right to Life of Central California is one such business. Okay, we are not explicitly religiously affiliated. You don't have to be a Christian to work here. We have people with different religious beliefs who work here, but we do have a shared commitment specifically to the question of the dignity and sanctity of human life. So I find this just so tiresome that the Biden administration is wading into this. And again, it's all about access to abortion. As long as there's any person who can't get ready access to abortion, then the Biden administration is going to think that's a problem, because that's the buzzword for the pro-choice side today is access. And forcing employers to provide it in their employer-based health insurance plans is a great way for achieving abortion access, so that nobody has to separately pay for it on their own. That'll do it for Right to Life Radio. We'll see you next time on Power Talk.